She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Welcome to another episode of Never Date Just Once, Sis. It is your host, Arthur China T, Coach Erica, and we are here to learn how to roster date if it's the last thing that we do. Lately, we have talked about so many topics during this dating timeline. The first conversation, how to get asked on dates, the first dates. But we need to get into one of the parts that becomes very frustrating, even after all this. This is the part that a lot of women get lost in, trying to figure out where they went wrong, what happened, what could they have done better. This also causes them to jump into intimacy too soon to prevent this from happening, or pulling away from intimacy altogether and then claiming celibacy, thinking it'll bring them clarity when it's already clear what happened. And what I mean is it's called ghosting. And ghosting comes from those men who have mastered love bombing. A woman who doesn't understand what love bombing is, and she can't tell the difference between something real and love bombing, will always be triggered by this topic. So first and foremost, before you move any further, sis, go heal that. And when you finally heal that, then you can come back to the dating scene, because you don't want to take something like that into new situations because it's old. So, but once you come back, we're going to finally get to the bottom of this ghosting thing and how this keeps so many women single and scared to date. And sis, I definitely know about ghosting. Ghosting after the first date or after the first time being intimate is one of the most frustrating parts about modern dating today, especially when you are playing the roster game. It can become exhausting. It can feel confusing, disappointment, and sometimes it can be triggering. But it's important to understand what's really happening, sis, and how you can flip it to work in your favor without it messing with your mindset, your self-worth, or your dating goals. Why ghosting happens. And this even happens in roster dating. It could be they were just curious or bored. Some men go on dates just to see what's out there, just to pass time, or to just validate their ego. They weren't actually looking for anything real. They just wanted the attention, the thrill, or the chase, or all three. Sometimes they just got what they wanted. If intimacy happened too soon, unfortunately, some men are just only sticking around for that. Once they get it, they dip out because they were never in it for the long run, sis. That wasn't about you. It was about them and how transactional they are when it comes to women, which is why I told y'all to stay away from them first dates where you feel compelled to sleep with them. He may also have felt intimidated by you, sis. A lot of women on their roster journey are confident, they should be, very self-aware, and they know exactly what they want and what they expect and their needs. That energy can be too much for some men who are used to insecure or overly available women, sis. And remember, we don't do that anymore. So instead of communicating like grown men are supposed to do, they rather disappear. Some guys are meant to be one date wonders, sis, or one night lessons. You met him, you laughed, you vibed, and that was it. Thou shalt not cut anybody else that serve better as a homeboy over a lover. Not everyone on your roster is supposed to stay. Some are just pit stops on the way to something real. Now, ghosting for some men is used as a manipulation tactic. Remember I told you about how they'll come in, they'll start strong, and then they'll disappear for a couple of weeks, have you thinking all over the place, and then they come back and you ready to jump their bones? Some men intentionally ghost to trigger women emotionally. They pull away to see if you're finna chase them, trying to call them all time of night or whatever the case is, trying to regain control of the dynamic, and to test your emotional dependency on them. I told y'all, that's how they get y'all to get into bed quicker. This is textbook emotional manipulation, sis. But instead of falling for it, recognize it for what it is and don't give them the reaction they are looking for. Now, the most important part, how to flip the script and use ghosting to your advantage, sis. Because y'all know in Never Date Just One, anything that's supposed to be negative can be used for your benefit. Number one, sis, let ghosting weed out the weak. Ghosting will help you sort out the men who were never built to hold space for a woman like you. It's a filter, not a failure. Got that? Number two, Build emotional detachment skills. I've talked about this already on this roster dating journey. Roster dating isn't about emotional attachment to every man you meet, sis. Ghosting teaches you to observe, not absorb. A man disappearing isn't rejection, it's redirection. Number 3, become even more selective. Every ghost is a reminder that access to you is a privilege, sis. You got to tighten your standards up, raise your expectations, and require more intentional energy moving forward. This is how you use ghosting to your advantage. Now, how you not let it mess with your self-love is even more important than using it to your advantage. Don't personalize the ghosting. Don't personalize it, okay? People ghost for many reasons, sis. Not because you weren't good enough or anything like that. Let them go without internalizing that behavior. Remember who you are, sis. One man's silence doesn't erase your value. Stay grounded in your own worth. Get back into your routine, your passions, your bag. Keep dating. Keep living. Don't let one disappearing act make you swear off love or put yourself in a celibacy prison. Ghosting is a part of the game, sis. It's not a reason to stop playing. I need y'all to stop going to celibacy thinking that's going to change things, and it's really not. Ghosting is a graduation, not a breakdown. You're not supposed to carry everyone with you. Some dates are just some lessons or new friendships. Some connections are just for a season. When a man ghosts you, say thank you for exiting quietly and keep it moving. You are never the one that lost us. He was. And being that this is his loss, is no reason for your emotions to be all over the place, for you to be feeling the type of way, being upset, angry at yourself. Everybody who you meet will not be a lover. Sometimes it got to just be for the night. Sometimes it just got to be for that date. Sometimes it just got to be for that one phone conversation. If y'all learn how to detach from your emotions and from your intimacy, then you will learn how to start seeing things for exactly what they are, and learn how to make sure that you attract the providers over those who need help. It's simple. All right, sis, I will see you on Wednesday for Clean Your Dating Habits Up, 7 p.m.